Ladies and gentlemen, welcome. This is the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of ECAC Collegiate Halo. That's right, Halo Infinite making its way into the collegiate space. 4v4, gonna really shake things up. Announced not that long ago, and now it's becoming, let me check the list. Yes, a thing. It's on the list of things that are a thing. So we're hoping at Boise State we're going to pick up a win tonight. I am on the desk. I'm not alone. Coach Moore is over there making sure that the players are ready to go against this formidable opponent tonight. But I would not be up here by myself without, of course, someone smarter than me, which could be anybody. Today, it's Vagar. Hey, you know him. He's been around. He's done a lot of cool stuff. So let me get you started with this, my guy. You love the game. You tried out for the team. You were this close. And I'm just going to tell you, I wanted you, but that guy, I don't know. He's hard to please. You love this game. You love these maps. 4v4 maps. What's your top 3 choices? If you could play on them, what are you going for?
Oh, boy. Definitely, I love Live Fire. That's such a fun map. Maybe it's just the theme. It's bright. It's got a cool design to it, and it just flows really well. Yeah. The Streets map, Night Streets.
Yeah.
That one's an odd one. I feel like it can go so one-sided very quick if teams aren't good with their rotations.
Now, it's really interesting. You mentioned 2 of the smallest maps in play right now, right? Streets and Live Fire. But both of them, they play. The smaller, the faster they play.
Yeah, for sure. And when it gets to that point, I feel like it's a lot about your rotations. Mm-hmm. I think the main thing with Live Fire is it has a bit more open space, a little bit more breathing room, and less angles to rotate very quickly, so it tends to play a slightly slower than Streets.
Streets has some really interesting mid-map high ground, right, that you can... Hey, we're getting the details. We're opening up with map 1. Streets, your choice, Slayer. So we'll see if some of this high ground is going to be a factor at all. We talk about some of those ledge jumps that are right in the middle of the map that can kind of create opportunities for you to get, especially when you got rocket splash damage. So talk about what's really important in these 4v4 right at the open of the map. How are we going to tell who has really priority early?
Like you mentioned with that rocket launcher, I think whoever can get to that rocket launcher first, unless they take too many casualties, of course, you got to be very careful of that.
Yep.
But who can get that tends to dictate the tempo of the map, at least for the first bit.
So we're looking for the high value weapons drops, and we're looking for the utility drops. What do you think is most important in different ability and utility drops?
I think, like, do you mean the power ups or the?
Yeah, in general.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I think the grappling hook it's a lot of fun and it's useful, but I think we see the thruster packs are a little underrated because they just being able to like quickly adjust yourself in a second helps so much in like winning those 1v1 and 1v2s just because it throws the opponent off just long enough for you to pull through.
Excellent. I'm surprised you're not talking about active camo.
Oh, the active camo. that one's a power up, or utility spawn. It's a little bit bigger than just the map spawns.
Right. Well, and that's kind of what we're talking about too. Who has control since Slayer especially objectives, kind of translate into some of these utility spawns, right? Being able to be in the right place when those come up, hitting those timers just right, and then maintaining control. We saw that a couple of weeks ago in the 2v2 USO event, and I think we're going to see it a little bit in 4. What do you imagine the play style is going to be for the Broncos tonight?
Well, another big thing, you mentioned the timers on the utility spawns. You can tell good teams because they'll be ready for those utility spawns, getting like an early pick or something, like 10 to 15 seconds before it comes up, and getting in good positions to take that instead of like, oh, the rocket launcher spawning, we better run over there. It's probably gone by that point.
Right. Good rotations in your description mean that you're hitting those weapon and utility spawns as they're coming up, and that you've built in a motion to get those.
Yeah, and specifically sticking with your team too with that, because a lot of it, especially as you get higher up in rank, a lot of trying to just 1v4 is not going to cut it.
No. 1v1 doesn't work as well, right? It's similar. So here's what I find interesting about Halo. As health itself doesn't diminish, we're shields, then we're health. But if you escape, you're back to full. You don't have to chase. You don't have to find health packs like you would. You don't have to wait for support or healers like you would in other games. You're self-sufficient in that way. How does that change? How is the combat in Halo Infinite and all the Halo games different than other team combat games?
Well, like you mentioned, you don't need like a healer or different classes like a tank, but you can have people use different weapons and abilities to support the team. Like you mentioned, like support, you can have someone running a plasma pistol or a disruptor to go and shred shields really quick, but it's not very good at health, so you're just there to set up kills for someone, like if they have a battle rifle, which can just turn fights so much quicker than if you just went in with like assault rifles or battle rifles alone.
Excellent. Okay, so we're gonna see Streets first, and we're gonna see Slayer first. Your sense of how we're going to know the strength of the team early on. What are you looking for in the first couple of minutes?
Well, for me, what I would probably expect is we'll see, depending on which side they spawn on, they'll either go for the stalker rifle or the battle rifle, and or have one person do that, and then 3 people head for the power-up rocket launcher spawn, and then try and get control of that so they can keep the tempo on their side of the game.
Excellent. Okay. Well, as we get ready to drop into this, just a reminder, everybody in chat, throw some nice comments up there. Ideally, you don't have to root for the other team. You can root for your team. You can be loud about that. Let's be kind to one another, and let's have a good time. There's going to be a winner from this, and there's going to be a less than winner. There's going to be a soon-to-be winner after the game is over. Let's have a good time with this. This is the first time that we have hosted a Halo team, and it developed very, very quickly on our campus. For those who are unaware of how it all works, we did not set out this year to field a varsity Halo Infinite team. It wasn't even clear that there was going to be collegiate Halo Infinite competition, but it developed very quickly. We recognized that we had a couple of really good players on our campus, and we could probably find a couple more really good players on our campus. It turns out that we had a number of different Onyx folks, and that's good. All right, looks like we're getting into it. Here we go. This might be just a little bit of the fly through. Yep, it looks like it is. This is not Streets. Where are we here?
This is, I believe, unless I'm getting the names mixed up, I believe this is one of the spawns.
Oh, you're right. It's just so, yeah, you're right.
It's so different from the rest of the map.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
excellent.
I find it so interesting that that spawn, they start with a stalker rifle, while the other spawn starts with either a battle rifle or maybe a commando. I can't remember for the competitive scene.
Here we go, jumping in. Looks like Boise State on the in the blue on the right. Oh, nice.
Zeke with a nice flank there.
Zeke doing a nice job in this. So you see, we'll get them flipped here in just a second. Boise State in the red right now. Reality, Calvin D, True Mortar, and Zeke in that as well. Oh, looks like they got the rocket, chasing it down a little bit. currently 4-3 on the red side.
Yep, this rocket launcher is going to hold a lot of tempo. It's basically, at minimum, 2 free kills for their side. Just turn 2 fights. Depending on how lucky you go with the 2, it could be more.
7-4 now. Broncos lead on the red side. Calvin doing a nice job. He's pretty much even as we go, but Mortar doing a little bit of a carry.
Zeke with the double grenade kill there.
That was impressive.
They did such a good job just funneling them back into that spot for, I believe it was Calvin to pick them up.
Yep. Suni doing a nice job trying to get some long angles here. Gets chunked down, shield down just a little bit too much.
Oh, nice shot there.
Very nice.
Oh, got a bulldog here. Moving through, just...
We've got no game sound whatsoever.
Yeah, we're working on it.
Interesting. Calvin got a double there, or pinging a double. Zeke gets a headshot. They got good control of the arcade here. That bulldog. Not going to be doing much work from there. Ooh, Zeke with the rocket launcher. They got another one. It's basically guarantees 2 free kills on the same side. Calvin with the bulldog here. Just putting in work with it.
Cobra team halfway to victory.
Oh yeah, he saw all of them from that corner and he wanted nothing to do with it. Calvin with a good kill. He's been putting in work with this bulldog. He got it at the start of the game and he's just been holding on to it.
Calvin is a bulldog. Absolutely true.
Interesting sentinel beam coming out.
Yeah, they tried that a little bit earlier, Suni did, but it just did not work well.
Zeke with the nice shot.
Again, Boise State in the red. Now proper side. Zeke goes down. Mortar doing a nice job with the 10 kills, 7 assists, 2 deaths now for Mortar. Finally goes down a second time.
BSU is doing such a good job of just sticking together for these fights.
Yep.
Doesn't matter if one of them gets their shields popped early. There's usually another person to just burst them down quick enough.
Nearing victory.
They're getting really close here.
Interesting seeing him choose to use the stalker rifle at such close range. Pretty confident in that hip fire.
Yeah, very confident. Also doing a really nice job of getting moved around. Okay, here we go.
Oh! Like I said, that rocket launcher, it's at the minimum just 2 free kills for your team.
Yep. Especially if you're not afraid to use it. Usually for me, it's 1 kill and 1 self-elimination.
Yeah.
Get a little bit too confident rotating back up there, trying to get a good angle. They've done a pretty decent job, and by that I mean Suni, at getting a few kind of late game kills here, but they're getting spotted out. They're not necessarily playing together as a team, and the Broncos in the red are going to take the victory in this first map.
Yeah, the Suni, you could tell definitely as the game went on, they kind of adapted a bit to BSU's kind of game strat, and they started pulling it back a little bit, but the lead was just a little too much by that point in the game.
It was. I'm really, really impressed with Boise State's team play early on, an all Onyx team, but reality, the Mortar, Zeke, all putting in time together most recently. We haven't seen Yonderis yet, but I anticipate we may tonight. We'll find out what the coaches have planned. But that was really, really clean on a map that can get away from you pretty quick if you're not careful.
Yeah, and I feel that's kind of what happened in that case for the Sunni. Just like it wasn't necessarily their fault; they just didn't have the momentum on their side, and so we were always in positions for those power weapons, which just turn fights so quickly. And just we'll have to see what they can do on the next match.
Yeah, it'll be really exciting to see. I'm looking forward to it. So the way that this works, the system, each team gets some map bans. Clearly, everybody likes to. This, honestly, could Streets be the King's Row of Halo maps? Like everybody's good at it. It's everybody's favorite.
We'll have to see. It'll definitely, I think, help once we get more maps in the pool. Because at the moment, I feel like there's not very many. In Behemoth, I know not a lot of people are big fans of it. I am personally. But I know that one is, I think it just got taken out of the ranked competitive pool because people did not find it enjoyable for ranked. So.
Okay. Yeah, it's gone the way of the Horizon Lunar Colony or Twisted Tree Line. Just like
Twisted Tree Line. That'll be missed.
Oh, it'll make a comeback. It'll be DLC. All right. So if you're now Albany and you are looking to choose your next map, what do you want to face what the Broncos are bringing?
Oh, that is such a tough one. I would say if they're confident in their capture the flag ability. If it is capture flag next, I think Aquarius could be a really good map.
Ooh, yeah.
Such a strong map for capture the flag, mainly because there's a lot of little gimmicks. Like I recently found out, I think from Mortar, that you can toss the flag up from the bottom back up there to where yours is. You can't turn it in, but you can just toss it up there and not have to go all the way around.
So you got to. All right, well, let's take a look at some keys to the game. I don't know who created these, but we'll find out. It's mine.
Oh, look who it is.
Oh, okay. Control that high ground. Rotate to power items. Team target and sweaty comms. What would you add to this?
Oh, man. I was about to say team target, would be something I'd add, but you're way ahead of it.
You call out those targets, you get a lot of value here pretty quick.
Yeah. I'd probably put in a little more emphasis on not the power weapons but the mid-tier ones. Like we saw Calvin with that bulldog no one's allowed to get near him.
No, and that really kind of mirrors his playstyle. He likes to get up in your face. These keys are brought to us by Drop-In Gaming, which is the premier, and I mean premier, online platform for gamers who seek competition. Play your favorite games to win cash and prizes through free and paid entry matches and tournaments. Whether you're new to the scene or a seasoned veteran, Drop-In Gaming has the right games and competition for you to begin your competitive journey. Sign up, dropingaming.com. Okay, we're gonna get identification of the map here, I think, pretty quick. So you gave the first example, Aquarius. Maybe if it's capture the flag. What if it's oddball?
If it's oddball, I personally really like live fire for that one.
Do you?
There's a lot of really good spots to hold the ball, and then if it looks like you're about to lose it, you're able to just bail and throw it off the edge for a ball reset.
Oh, recharge, stronghold, is that what I understand?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Now, how does that change the game?
I think we'll have to see how much emphasis people put on B site. I feel like the capture point B on recharge is such a trap. It looks tempting it's like, oh yeah, we just need one more zone, let's just go to B. And what ends up happening is you don't hold it for very long, and they usually take the two strong sites, and you can capture A and C. You don't have to go for B. You don't have to waste your manpower. Just hold A and C, or hold one and then retake with 4.
Oh, okay. Hold one, retake with 4.
Yeah, because you see so many people just try and take B, and it spreads your team too thin, and then it all just falls apart at once instead of just losing one site or just holding your 2 that you owned. Okay,
here we are. It's recharge time.
We'll have to see if there's an emphasis on the energy sword here. It's always fun to see someone grab that and just hold the zones with it.
Well, yeah, it'll be really interesting to see how they group and spread. As you mentioned a little bit earlier, the way you move as a team is going to make a big difference. And Albany had a little bit of a struggle. Boise State did a nice job of just clicking and finishing kills, but also getting and confirming those as a team. When you look at the assist numbers, I mean, I believe at one point, 10 elims and 7 assists for Mortar gives you a sense that that they're working together quite a bit to make these happen.
Yeah, just the amount of damage you can output as a team, especially with the longer time to kill in this game, like, it makes it essential to work as a team.
All right, we're hot and heavy here. We still don't have a first elimination, but 10, 11 seconds in. Boise State on the red side, Albany on the blue. Oh, the first one. Nice job. Going down, they're trying to earn some of these points. I believe now we've got some eliminations. They're all on the red side. That's 3 for Boise State. Reality and Calvin each have 1, and Zeke has 2. He's the big fragger in the closet right now.
Yeah.
In the clubhouse, not in the closet. What am I talking about? All right, looking to take zone C here.
Got the shock rifle.
Very nice. Mortar is working high ground a little bit here. He's doing a really nice job of just kind of back and forth. He's like covering angles, communicating what he can to his team. They're covering oh, didn't even see him.
Ooh.
Stronghold
He
captured.
had some good pre-fire there. Sadly, no one was willing to go peek the angle.
No. Nice, getting those out. Oh.
It's like, sure, the enemy have A here, but
yep,
they're not scoring any points.
they're not scoring any points. B and C belong to the Broncos. They're already at 60
Zeke
points.
with the double with the sword.
That was impressive. You said one of them was going to go out and get it. Okay, following Albany right now.
Falls, but
Yep.
he almost took A by himself with the sword.
Yep, Ace Austin picks up the sword now, looking for an opportunity to engage.
The sword's at 6%, so I believe that's one more swing.
One more swing is all you get. I love that the sword has its own ammo. And goes down there as well. Zeke also goes down, but he's got 5 eliminations at this point to his 2 deaths.
Yeah, looks like
They take C.
Albany's in control here,
Yep.
but all it takes is one zone to be lost here.
Oh! Finish with the melee right there. And they get it back. Boise State still continuing to tick up. 83 and climbing to 9 on the Albany side. Another Albany goes down. At any one time, they have 1 to 2 people down, and that is not going to help them out at all. Now, they have 1 spawn and 2 dead.
all 3 zones captured right now.
Oh,
That's huge.
It's huge. They're going to climb up a ton, already over 100 to 9. Albany's going to have to get organized here to be able to get a little bit more out of it. They've got to pick a site and go to it.
Yeah, and even if they take A here, they're not. It's just going to slow down BSU's points. Not going to stop them.
No, and they finally get A back, but B and C are going to keep that steady tick going upward. Almost 3 minutes into this match, Boise State already halfway to the victory here. They're going to take C here at just the same time the Broncos are taking A. So it doesn't convert the way they wanted. Albany was feeling like they might get some ticks going up. Big fight happening right here.
Nice grenade. Reality's got the energy sword.
Nice. Zeke really with a 3-seat backpack carrying the rest of his team, but goes down right there. 4 deaths himself. Calvin D also 4 deaths. But Calvin and Reality doing a nice job of providing some focus fire together to help get those elims.
I feel like I'm kind of eating my words here because B has just been like such an important site. They have just held B this entire time.
That is, so we're 2 Broncos down at this point. Everybody back up. Aster, now everybody back up. They're going to get some fighting on right here, and with the Broncos own all 3.
Push on to C here.
Yep. Well, they're kind of saving themselves a little bit too much. Maybe they're looking B. Maybe they're splitting a little bit here. They're down 4 to 3 at this point, but the Broncos continuing to tick up, owning all 3 sites. This is going to be over very, very soon.
Unfortunate there.
Zebra team nearing victory.
So I'm going to be interested. Yeah, they're about to finish this thing off. They get A. Albany gets A.
Yep. 2 battle rifles are better than 1.
Yes, clearly. And they get some value up there. A little bit of a splash. Some shield's going to come up. Mortar, Zeke doing a nice job. Calvin just phoning it in at this point with only 7-8 eliminations. Bottom fragger. We'll have to harass him about that. Albany definitely getting a lot of value out of Ace. But Astor struggling on that map especially.
Yeah, it just seemed like any ground they made there, BSU already had like another site in mind, so it just never fully went their way.
And they're winning a lot of those 1v1s and 2v1s. The Broncos were in that case, and just eliminating. So now, you know, the map option falls again to Albany. We're not sure what the game mode will be, but I would assume it would be oddball at this point, or CTF.
Yeah, it should be down to those 2 at the very least.
Okay.
I'm hoping we'll see attrition be added to the rank pool.
Really? Okay.
I felt that mode was just made for ranked.
Was it? Okay. If you had a choice and you were Albany, would you look for CTF here, or would you look for oddball? I mean, in a sense, they're kind of the same thing. They're a moving objective. The difference being, of course, oddball, you can take it wherever you want, but you know where you've got to go in CTF.
That's a tough one here. I feel like both of them kind of suit BSU's strengths right now, which is just sticking together.
Yep.
I think with CTF, you have a better chance of like splitting them up because, you know, you got to have some people defending, some people attacking. And so they might be able to get some lucky picks and then push in. As with oddball, it's just kind of like everyone grouped around the one single objective. So.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to take a quick break here. We'll come back to match 3 between Albany and Boise State. It's going to be a good one. We'll see you soon.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your Guard adventure.
Here are a couple lessons I've learned over the years. Friendships come in all shapes and sizes. And always buckle up. Seatbelts save lives. That's a rule we can all live by.
welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. You're watching our coverage of the ECAC Collegiate Halo. This is our first broadcast of our own Halo team here at Boise State, playing SUNY Albany. Now, this is a good one. We're already 2 maps into it. Boise State is 2-0 on Albany. It's looking like a good start, but it's an opportunity now for Albany to turn this sucker around, and I think they can do it. I'm Doc Haskell. I am joined by the fabulous Vagar. He's here to help us kind of break some of this all out. And during the break, we were talking a little bit about attrition, and it's not in the combat, or it's not in the pool right now, Mr. Dalton. But tell me, why you think attrition should be?
Well, I feel like attrition it's essentially Slayer, but your team has a shared life pool, and then once you're out of lives, it's just elimination. Like once you die, you're down, except you can revive teammates at that point.
Gotcha.
So it's essentially Slayer, but it emphasizes teamwork a bit more and like not dying more than just getting kills. I think it gets a little more intense at the end as well.
I would agree. I know the mode you're talking about, and I like it. It is also the guilt mode, where you're constantly worried that you have robbed your team of too many eliminations, but which it may be why it's out. So we're going back to streets again. We're working through Subway right here. We saw that holding above Plaza was the Bronco, and Square was the big way for them to get value on this. But it's oddball. So how's it going to change in the gameplay right now?
Yeah, we'll have to see. Last time it was interesting, and I put so much emphasis on the power weapon at the start, and no one went for it. Everyone just fought in Purple Alley, and it'll be interesting to see if either team just ignores the oddball at the start. I've noticed a lot of teams do that, where they just kind of ignore it. They're like, let's just get the power weapons, let's set up, and then we'll grab the ball. So yeah, it'll be interesting to see.
Okay, so if you're coaching Albany what to do, are you coaching them to run straight for the power weapons, or are you suggesting they go for the ball?
I'd probably say an emphasis on the power weapons here. If you could get that rocket launcher and get a solid mid control, granted the ball is at mid as well, but you know, you can get the first set of kills, kind of scatter them, make them respawn, and then you can grab the ball with the power weapons to defend it. So I feel like if you go for the ball first and let them get all the power weapons, you're not going to hold it for long.
I think that you're right there as we get a good look at the map. Up there by police, now kind of heading over toward the high ground. It'll be nice. It'll be nice to see what this open looks like. The Broncos had a lot of success on this map early. I believe, there we go, jumping in. Actually, this may just be part of our cinematic here at the beginning.
Someone with the samurai core. Thing looks so cool.
Yeah, it does. But as we talked before, there are a lot of little cheeky little double hop high grounds that we can get into. Okay, it looks like Boise State still red side, Albany on the blue. Big start right at the beginning.
We got the power weapon here. I believe it's on mortar.
Very nice. Working to get this clear as quickly as they can.
Yep. Okay, they got the oddball here. Got Zeke as the designated oddball holder.
Yep. He's the quarterback. He's going to basically be protected by his lineman. Nice job. Putting it away, was able to actually dupe a little bit. They forgot probably he had one more rocket in the launcher.
I believe he already fired the other one.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm saying he had it put away at the time. Okay, taking the high ground up here. See, they're listening. They're listening. Oh, taking him.
The Bulldog again.
Bulldog, he does love the Bulldog.
Calvin give him the Bulldog, and he'll just put in work.
Yes, he will. And this is looking decidedly Boise State early, now passing 40, soon to be 45-0. The oddball is just kind of dancing around, looking to get this set up. Albany not sure which way they want to go, trying to get high here. Deployable cover out.
Yeah. So there's always got to be one person holding the oddball.
Yeah. That's 50. Oh, well, that's unfortunate. So it's been passed off now.
Oh, they're just doing such a good job keeping them from advancing to this oddball. They take him down, but they trade the kill there, so they're still in a good position. Yes,
Silver team
smart on
nearing
Calvin there to
victory.
just cut his losses and run. Doesn't
Yep.
have to take that fight.
Very true. Oh!
Oh, he gets the trade at least.
Gets the trade.
Okay, smart on Reality's
boy.
part. Granted, the round's just about to end, but he swapped to the battle rifle instead of firing his second rocket there.
You got a lot more control, and obviously you keep that in your pocket for when you need it. Impressive. Okay,
Here we go.
the Broncos take this one. They win.
Popped his shields there. Looks like Albany is getting solid mid control here. Zeke actually picking up the Bulldog here. Got Reality with the rocket launcher.
Oh my. Reality goes down. Boise State still, though, in control.
Just oddball things.
Throws it.
Ooh. He's running for his life here. Oh,
Oh!
unfortunate.
Can they pick it up? Yes, they do. Albany in control now.
Albany putting some points on the board.
Carrier kill.
But
That's
it goes down.
smart of him, though. A lot of people will just throw the oddball down and try and fight it in that situation. And they held it to the very end for as many points as they can get.
Yeah, they've got some goals here. They're trying to set it up. Contact made. Oh, Old Town.
Oh, unfortunate.
Wow. Very, very close. Broncos with Zeke holding the oddball, continuing to tick that up. He's banging it against the wall in the subway bend. Battle in Station Square onto Main Street now. Oh, another elimination.
And the Sentinel beam there,
Cobra team halfway to
such a good
victory.
support weapon. It shreds those shields while they go for the battle rifle headshots.
Ball in the hands now of Ace Awesome, which may be a detriment as he tends to be the top fragger for Albany. Oh, 2v1 in the High Street, now in Arc Street. Climbing back up, waiting for the shields to come back up. Another battle in Old Town. Oh, big old.
Straight out.
That's right. Here's what the back of my weapon looks like. Take a nap. Two rockets fired. Did not see what ended up happening there.
Oh, Zeke just trying to burn time here.
Yep. And they are doing a nice job of exactly that. Albany now looks like maybe they're just trying to play a frag war here. They just want to get a couple more eliminations. They don't feel like they can maybe contest fully. Oh, if we get some big weapons out, you can take down some red guys.
So it starts ticking down here. They need to push now or they won't push at all.
Ooh.
Unfortunate. Oh, 99%.
Can they grab it? Okay,
Ooh.
run it back.
Wow, I said that. I spoke too early.
Yeah, Aster carrying right now, but shield dinged. Can he escape somehow?
Oh yeah, they got away.
Impressive. That's 25 on the side now of Albany. They've got a long way to go, but they can do it.
Yeah, they
Aster
gotta
still
just
hiding.
hold. You gotta be careful of this oddball. Oh, unfortunate. Oh,
Whoa! And that will be it.
I
Oh,
thought
yeah.
that was Albany that stopped him there. I'm like, oh wow, they're still keeping this going.
Well, the grenade did do that. Albany doing a nice job of getting some momentum back in the middle of that. But when your opponent's sitting at 99, there's so little that you can do about it. Okay, so that'll do it for this matchup. Boise State v. Albany. There we go. We get some excitement and some sound. Boise State beats SUNY Albany. And you know what SUNY stands for, right?
I do not.
It is the State University of New York, and there are many campuses. So if you see SUNY Albany, it's State University of New York in Albany, which is near Troy. Yes.
Yep.
And Troy, by the way, is the burial place of the original Uncle Sam.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah, I did not know that.
There you go.
There we go. A little
You learn
history
something every
lesson
day.
along the way.
That's right. It'll be on the test. That was pretty dang cool. So as we're kind of wrapping up here, unclear if we have a player of the game. But if we were going to name that player of the game, you've got 4 choices. Who do you think it'd be?
Ooh, that's tough. I feel like you could get a whole montage of Calvin with that bulldog.
Yeah. Calvin did a nice job with that bulldog. I think Mortar would. Oh, we got player and top 5. Our production is popping today. Okay, so my guess, if I'm gonna, is Mortar. Mortar being the top fragger early on seems like he would be player of the game.
Yeah, I mean at this point I feel like you could pick anyone.
Yeah.
Get Zeke holding the oddball here. Someone's got to do it.
Yeah, even Zeke holding the oddball. Honestly, that could be it.
You saw his
easily.
dance moves.
Yep.
That's easily top 5.
Yep. Sorry, reality. We didn't even mention your name until just now. I love it. Okay, so let's take a look.
All right.
Yes, it's Mortar.
Mortar, there we go.
We'll see Mortar shortly here. That's exciting stuff. Our first Halo matchup here. There he is. Look at that smolder. Look at that smolder right there. Andrew, you superstar. Yeah, that's what we expect to see right there. Very impressive.
Oh, yeah, he was pretty insane with the Sentinel beam there, too.
No kidding. And I don't know if it's happening for you folks at home, but that smolder's actually causing like a heat warp on our TVs in here. That's too much. Whew. All right. He did a great job all match and was essential for his team. Again, early fragger, was able to kind of make some good stuff happen very early.
His stalker rifle gameplay as well. He didn't even aim down the scope on half those, and he was just clicking.
Yep, he did. Very, very good stuff. Of course, Idaho Central Credit brings us the player of the game. It'll be on the social media here soon. Something to check out on your own. The top 5 coming to us next. Any thoughts for the next time we do this, other than putting somebody much better than myself in this seat?
This was a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to be on the co-caster seat here for our
Heck
first game.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see. I don't think we got any capture the flag, so I think that'll be interesting because I think that is the mode that requires the most team coordination.
It's true. All right. Well, this is ECAC unique because it's a Swiss league. So next week the Broncos will be facing somebody who is also 1-0. Could it be one of the top teams? Could it be just somebody who happened to sneak a win this week? We won't know. But competition will get more and more difficult throughout the season in ECAC until we are in the final stages playing the toughest teams we possibly can. Then, of course, leading into a seeded bracket. That's not the same of all of them. This Halo team for Boise State will be playing in the UGC League tomorrow night. Big tournament. We could end up on the desk again. Who knows?
Oh, yeah.
But I want to thank everybody for tuning in and watching, for the players for playing their hearts out. This is how we're going to close it out with the top 5, which, of course, is brought to us by the Army National Guard. I'm no Michael Fisher, but I'll do my best. And that is that, the Army National Guard reminds you that there are like 20 different occupations that have huge cash bonuses, and you can discover all sorts of really cool stuff by being willing to do it. We'll jump into the top 5 now. We'll say goodnight to you from the Game Pants Esports Arena, and thanks for tuning in, and thanks for cheering for the Broncos. See you soon.
Pretty confident in that hip fire.
Yeah, very confident. Also doing a really nice job of getting moved around. Okay, here we go.
Oh! Like I said, that rocket launcher, it's at the minimum just 2 free kills for your team.
Yep. Especially if you're not afraid to use it. This is going to be over very, very soon.
Unfortunate there.
Cobra Team nearing victory.
So I'm going to be interested. Yeah, they're about to finish this thing off. They get A. Albany gets A.
Yep. 2 battle rifles are better than 1.
Yes, clearly. Working to get this clear as quickly as they can.
Yep. Okay, they got the oddball here. Got Zeke as the designated oddball holder.
Yep. He's the quarterback. He's going to basically be protected by his lineman. Nice job. Putting it away, he had one more rocket in the launcher.
I believe he already fired the other one.
Yeah, no, I mean, I'm saying he had it put away at the time. Okay, take the high ground up here. See, they're listening. They're listening. Oh, taking him.
Oh, the Bulldog again.
Bulldog, he does love the Bulldog.
Calvin, the Bulldog.
Very, very close. Broncos with Zeke holding the oddball, continuing to tick that up. He's banging it against the wall in the subway bend. Battle in Station Square onto Main Street now. Oh, another elimination.
In the Sentinel beam,